And welcome to your daily dose, our quick look in today's top stories. Joining me from the conspiracy farm, my brother from another mother, Jeffrey Wilson. How are you, brother?
I'm just a country boy from Tappahannock, not really from Denver, Iowa, but I'm doing good, bro. Just trying to hang in, man, as the world's fucking straight aflame.
It's fine, dude. It's fine. We're going to get through this today. Even though your video's lagging a little bit, it is fine because your audio is great, and that's all I need is hear from your wonderful mouth. Listen, that sounded weird. Listen,
Right.
Today's big story, or last night's big story, was last night. What's up, Jamie? Good to see you again. Jamie is always here. She's getting her fill all the time. Last night, it was announced that our boy, Harvey Weinstein has got the Rona. He's got the Rona. They've decided that he's got the Rona. Somehow the Rona just made it through Rikers Island. I don't know how many other people got it, but somehow got Harvey Weinstein. He's now got the Rona. He's asking out so he can deal with it. I mean, it's almost like this is a great excuse to get him out of jail, and then suddenly he's dead. I don't know, man. Is it just laughable at this point?
Yes, it is. It's completely fucking transparent and quite laughable. How did he get it? Does anybody else test positive in the joint with them now lifting, emptying out jails and shit for supposedly nonviolent, et cetera, et cetera? It's just a recipe for fucking disaster. Not only are the cops saying, and in this case, yes, I think they are going to let him out, and he's going to fucking wind up dead. But with the cops out here saying, yeah, we're going to let people out, we're not only going to let people out, we're not going to arrest them for certain shit. And they say this publicly, like the fucking horn of Gondor to the psychopaths to just start purging here in a minute.
Oh, dude, it is like chaos. And again, let's take a look at these. These are democratic cities that are doing this. I mean, what a great way to beg to give up. Hey, give up all your rights. Beg for the military on the streets. But it's just like, how is that nobody can get a test? These tests are 80% false positive, but somehow a convicted man looking at 23 years in jail is somehow allowed to, in fact, get this test. And luckily for him, get found to have it, and now an excuse with all the money and all the power to get out of jail. I mean, it's just such a convenient. I mean, like at some point, and then if that's not enough, Jeffrey, to ignite chaos, we have the Taylor Swift versus Kim Kardashian feud going on right now on Twitter. If that's not enough to incite a class war, I don't know what is.
Well, and on top of Tom Brady going to the Buccaneers, man, it's ripe. The powder keg is absolutely packed. No, you're absolutely correct.
Nail in the coffin, and we're only to the end of March.
Yeah. Buckle up, motherfuckers, buckle up. And yeah, I mean, is anybody else going to get out of Rikers, or is it just this fucking Harvey Whippleman fat motherfucker, dude? Seriously. It's absurd. I mean, I woke up this morning to see part of the economic stimulus package is like everyone's talking about what's going on. What do you mean reset? What kind of fucking reset? Well, a lot of part of this is the emergence of digital currency and a cashless society. And what do we see as part of the provisions in the stimulus package? Creating a US digital dollar. Go fuck me running, dude.
Yeah, I mean, so the whole point of digital currency is to, in fact, get away from the global banking community so that you don't have to pay interest on every single transaction. That's the whole point. And now you want us to buy into a digital currency put out by the exact people who we're trying to get away with. I mean, it's like, how is this going to be any different than when Facebook tried to put out digital currency and the things just crashed and burned?
But at the beginning, this is, I suggest listen to one of our recent episodes with Dr. Joseph P. Farrell and listen to his interviews with Catherine Otham-Fitz, our interview with James Corbett. This is the reset for it was coming anyway, but they're using climate change to do it. But they've kind of pivoted, if not still using it, into this digital currency, into this technocracy the fucking smart grid, do the Internet of Things. Like I think you got an interesting person coming on today who said your dishwashers and shit were listening to you like 10 years ago. And people were like, go fuck yourself. But he was right. It wasn't audible listening to, but they're gathering metrics. They're gathering information. And that's exactly what they'll be doing with this digital currency. And if you don't think fucking China is a beta test for where we are headed next, so sorry for you.
It just, what I don't understand is like, I just think they don't get it in that these guys on Capitol Hill, even like someone like a Pelosi, right? What is she worth? 50 mil, 100 mil, 200 mil? What is that number? Because whatever that number is, it is not nearly enough to be included into the masters of mankind, the true people who are going to lock everything down. You know, you're not part of that.
You know,
group.
She's somebody's bitch, though.
What's that?
I mean, she's a puppet. She's just taking orders and going through and doing orders. Yeah, she's lower on the totem pole, man.
I like to play blackmail Clue. What do you think they got on her? Like, what weird shit is she into that they filmed her doing?
I mean, imagine, yeah, exactly. Imagine the freaking trains that were run through that chick, dude. That's why she has to stay fucking hammered. But even larger, dude, we talk about this all the time on our show and your show. The complete lack of accountability for all of this shit. Benghazi, fucking Syria. Now you got your Dianne Feinsteins of the world got pinched for selling stock before this went down. The same fucking cunt who had a Chinese spy in her midst as a driver for 2 decades and nothing happened. And here we are going down the same road. People pinch for, not pinch, but we know the insider traded. Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
Same as the insider trading that went down with 9/11. I mean, it is upsetting, man, because, you know, as they're bailing out the banks again, you and I just have to take it in the ass, man. You can't go do your shows. That's a lot of your lifeblood and your money. I can't go to work. I lost 3 of my jobs, and I'm a bartender and, you know, just work in that food, beverage, hospitality industry. No bueno, dude. No fucking bueno. I mean, luckily this show has actually been helping out quite a bit. They were the show we do. So theconspiracyfarm.com, support the sponsors, support the farm. But that's, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, bro. And they expect us to just, again, man, the recipe is there, dude. Cops aren't going to arrest people. People ain't got no money. And I've said this so many times. I'm just going to say it again. Look at how people are behaving in grocery stores on a full fucking belly. Wait for a couple weeks from now when the phones aren't turned on, your phone, you ain't got no money to pay your phone, and the ramen noodle's gone, and you're done making toilet paper sandwiches because you bought all the fucking toilet paper and no food. It's about to get gangster, dude.
For sure. Today is I owe on my gas bill. I'm debating whether I want to pay it or not. It's not even that much, but I think I'm going to pay it just to, but it's like, those are the decisions people are making. And, you know, Gavin Newsom is just adding to the, I mean, he's like, we might have to have 30,000 more beds, and we might have to, you know, with it, this might go on for to the end of the year. It's like, dude, the information is out. We know, I mean, anybody of any intelligence knows what you're saying is complete and utter bullshit. That, you know, I say it all the time, and I know I repeat myself a lot on these things, but when you're cranking out this kind of content that I'm trying to get you guys, sometimes the issues overlap. But the truth is, it's like, dude, the information's out there. I mean, across around the world, man. It's just like the numbers are starting to level off. It's just what it is, man. And even in China, they're going back to work. And now all these videos are coming out, and they're like, it's not God. Look at these videos from China. I'm like, those videos are almost a month old. I've seen every single one. One video is like, there's much death in China right now. I'm not saying that people didn't die, but they're like, look at all the crows. Literally, a video was like, look at all the crows. There's crows everywhere. And crows equal death. And I'm like, dude, what are you
look at these murders everywhere. When I always wondered that too, dude. I mean, all the videos that came out of China, I'm like, China they don't have an internet. They have an intranet, man. Shit just doesn't get sent out from China. So I'm wondering, how did all these videos from China get sent out, supposedly?
And there's one guy who was just this random dude that my friend sent me. And she sent it as like, look, dude, he's talking about, but then if you really followed him, he would say, look, the CIA is filming propaganda films in my hometown, and you would see like whole film crews filming these like people in hazmat suits walking around, and people are like, dude, it's so bad. I go, the videos you're showing me right now don't look like it's about patients in hospital. It looks like they're just pulling people out of their cars and throwing them into places and then fucking sealing it up with boards. That doesn't look like they're getting sick. That looks like straight up martial law, if not a purge, a real purge, not like a movie purge, but like, dude, we're gonna kill off this small segment of society so that we can thin our herd, you know. But back to Harvey Weinstein. I mean, like, I guess they feel they can't. If they do another hanging, will that be too obvious?
Again, why him? I mean, what's the purpose of him? And if they let him out, then they have to let out, or whatever, the people that's been around him are infecting him. I mean, I guess I appreciate the news. If they just want to tell us that fat fuck got corona, I guess, okay, cool. But if it ends there, but if they use this, no shit. But if they use this as any kind of reason to let him out, the guy just got sentenced for 20 years for fucking basically serial rape. I don't give a fuck what you have. I don't care if you're bleeding out of your fucking anus, dude. You're sitting there in Rikers, boy.
Yeah.
You're not going anywhere.
Is there anybody outside of Black Bond that has gotten it that doesn't have history of being accused of pedophilia? I mean, all these guys.
Who else has? I know the Rita Wilson, Tom Hanks, Idris Elba.
Wilson, she raps that song about vamping. We're just vamping, which is vampire stuff. I mean, unless it's being done so obvious being done to just add fuel to the fire to keep people not focusing on what's really going on, which is definitely possible. I mean, they could.
Well, like my man Dr. Farrell said, this has sucked the air out of so many other different things. The protests going on over in Europe, over in the Yellow Vest, the protests in China. And again, man, as we talk the checkers game, and within asymmetrical warfare, which is what they're using now, we're so busy reacting and having these conversations, we're not getting the larger picture. So we're playing chess or checkers, like you said, just trying to pay our bills from moment to moment. These motherfuckers, this is a chess game. This is large, a one belt, one road, the expansion of China, and using any means necessary to mitigate their growth, dude, because it's massive.
You know, we'll know. So,
but again, they don't mind burying a lot of people.
We'll know. Well,
I'm sorry.
A couple things. One, Jamie says that there's rumors that the Greta climate change girl has it, which would be totally playbook right there. Total playbook.
Gee, correct.
Right? And then this is
give me some substantiation. Give me a link on that one.
Rand Paul got it.
Rand Paul, that's right. Yes.
Said it was overblown, which is weird, which isn't weird, because a couple things. Rand Paul was also saying we should not be giving up our civil liberties right now in this moment of chaos. And then his dad coming out saying it totally makes sense. They would get, guys, 80% false positive. And when you present that to anybody that's convincing you this is the end of days virus, they don't push back. You know, Robbie Martin's a friend of mine. The Martin kids are wonderful people. I have them on my show, even though I know they think I'm a little bit of a crazy person. They are nice enough to come on the show. And he's pushing hard. And I go, Robbie, it's got an 80% false positive rate. And he didn't really have, and I don't mean that super negative on, but he didn't have anything to say. Dude, it's 80% false positive. If you're trying to create an epidemic, all right, what a great way to tell everybody's the guy, even if they don't have it. I mean, how many of these people, again, I said this before, about how many of these people are saying I show no symptoms? I mean, Donovan Mitchell's like, I could go play in a playoff game right now if they wanted me to. I don't feel anything, but so I'm just chilling. It's like, it's so interesting. What's his face for the Jazz? Who's the big guy that got it? The first one? They're calling.
I forget.
Yeah, but the tall dude out of France that gets it, he was mocking it. He was mocking it. And
well, look at the places that are getting smacked so hard with deaths. Italy getting hit with hardcore deaths. Why Italy? Well, they're one of the first people to do some serious trade deals with the One Belt, One Road in China. Why Iran? Well, that's just fucking self-explanatory. Why Iran? And like you said, I don't think this is the big kill shot. They want people, they don't want people to die, because if the host dies and the virus dies with it, they want it to just spread, take out some people here and there. But the fear is what they want. You know what I mean? They want it to spread. No, not a lot of people are going to die, but they know the fear is going to spread to necessitate this big political, financial, and social reset.
I have this thing with this Greta girl. I kind of have a lot of sympathy for it. There's a lot of people who say like crazy stuff, and definitely not. Eric Dubé is a big supporter of the show, and I really like him. I'm not trying to make an example of this, but like there's a lot of people who say very negative. Dude, make no doubts about it. That girl is no different than these Disney kids who get abused. Like, her parents have fully allowed her to be manipulated mentally and most likely physically to be this person. You see her, she has physical tics when you watch her. Like, she freaks out. She does. Dude, that is not someone who's
gross, man.
Taken care of by the people that God or whatever runs the simulation were put in charge of. I have 2 kids, and these 2 kids, I love them. We're very lucky to have them, but they're also lucky to have 2 parents that love them very much, that would protect them and take a bullet for them. So it's just like, but that's not every kid. And I'm sorry, dude. Like,
no, I mean, but that's the gross thing, how they use these kids, dude. It's gross. Yeah. Well, it's same to what was it? The Persian Gulf War in the 90s. The Kuwaiti ambassador's daughter who was up there saying, and they're tipping over incubators and babies are falling on the floor. I mean, she was fucking acting, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gross when they do that, when they use kids for their larger agenda. It's fucking gross, man.
And yeah, dude.
I mean, that's exactly what she's doing. I mean, it's
yeah. And so it's like the things they say, and then they put her head on like pornography pictures in Photoshop. I'm like, that's a little kid. That's a little kid.
Yeah, that's not cool.
And it's just like
But you open her up to that when you put her out there in the public like that. I mean, that's what's so fucking gross about it.
The thing is that her parents don't care. They'll let her be a piñata for whatever reason. I mean, John Benet Ramsey's parents were most likely into some dark art shit. That girl out of Europe, her parents are also like the girl with the one eye where the witnesses look like the Podesta brothers. Magdalene or whatever her name is.
I forget her name. Yeah.
They're also trying to push gun control measures through the state. Yeah. I mean, like, dude, they want our guns. The guns are the only thing that's stopping them from straight up turning us into China. I mean, they stop.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed I got this gun before they started locking it down. I'm blessed.
I was listening to Theo Vaughn today. He ordered one too, dude. Everyone's stocking up, bro. That's a good idea, man. That's a fucking, when the zombie apocalypse happens, you can't be hitting them ideas and slingshots and shit, dude. Shit has gotten real. And they can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, whether you think the virus is real or whatever. What's the ripple effect from it is definitely real and is going to continue, dude. They want the lockdown. They want a little bit of purge to happen. I'm in St. Louis, dude. I'm out in the sticks now, but in the city, watch when it starts tricking off, dude, and it ain't gonna be long.
Do you own any guns, dude?
Oh, we're good out here. We're good.
Okay, good. I get that, Eric. I'm not. I tried to make sure I knew that you weren't trying to be one of the people, but and I get. Yeah, I understand. You think she has it. That's cool. But I was just talking about generally, dude. Theo Vaughn 6 gauge, huh? Shooting elephants, dude. Get it all. Get all of it, dude.
I know. That's what I heard today. Yeah, he said he got the 6 gauge with the.
What's CCW?
Concealed carry.
Oh yeah, dude. It's just like, it's so.
If you want to check out some of the dopest gear, one of our sponsors, the concealed carry clothing company.com, go on there and check out some bomb-ass gear for carrying.
Dude. I'll get that. I would love them as a sponsor.
Yeah,
I'm all about that.
Dude, they got holler at us. Very, very good friend runs it, dude. It's a female run. She's incredible. The designs are incredible. The functionality is incredible. Yeah. The comfort's incredible. She got shorts, sports bras, shirts. It's dope, dude. Go check it out. C4.com.
Thing. I'll do that, dude. For the
C4.com. I'm sorry.
Give it out real quick. We'll help you out. Give out your promo code and all that stuff.
There's no promo code right now. It's just the C4.com. Just straight up, just the C4.
Okay, so Jeffrey, as we wrap this up, because I gotta get ready for the show, and you were nice enough to jump on. I begged you, and you were nice enough to come in and do this real quick.
My pleasure, brother.
What happens with Harvey Weinstein right now? What do you think? Gets out?
My guess is that's the only I mean, I guess they almost had to make that information public, but I think everything is so fucking absurd enough right now, and reality is so inverted, they're probably going to let him out, and there's going to be possibly a measure of Epstein stuff happening to him, meaning disappeared. I don't necessarily he's dead. When you told me about the account that got activated, I'm like, what the fuck?
Or how about the fact
he's
that
over there chilling with Jimi Hendrix and Kinley, and
when Epstein died, his plane flew to Antarctica.
Him setting up the trust a couple days before he died, and then somebody the day after he died, somebody who said they were a guard, and this is the only time I see this. I saw this once, and they're like, somebody got transferred out at like 11 o'clock at night or sometime way late at night, an unscheduled transfer out. They said they saw a person covered in whatever it was. They saw somebody getting taken out in the middle of the way early morning. So I think it's going to be absurd, man. They're going to insult our intelligence again, let him out, and say it's medical reasons, and he'll just disappear or commit suicide or somehow die out of the blue.
Well, guys,
or hopefully he sits there and rots.
Yeah, I hope he rots too. I don't know. I mean, they got to pick somebody as the guy who bears the brunt of it. That's a great shirt. You can grab a shirt like that, tinfoilhat-t-shirts.com. Real quick, guys, what I want you to do is call your shots here, okay? In the comment section, whether on Patreon or the YouTube video, let us know what you think is going to happen to Harvey Weinstein. Does he get out of jail? Does he get suicided? Does he disappear? Does he do his time? We want to know what you guys think, and I'll talk about it on the next one. Jeffrey, be safe, brother. I appreciate you. You look good, and we'll talk soon, dude. And Alex Jones is a go.
Thank you. Love you back, baby.
Bye, bud. I'll talk to you soon.
Sweet. TheConspiracyFarm.com, man. Peace, guys.